Testing 1, 2, 3.
Padded Room Radio is back on the air, you maniacs. My name is Derry, and I am back for another round of horror bullshit. I'm not alone this week. Miss Monica has returned. Monica, what's up, babe?
Another day in paradise over here.
I'm sensing your sarcasm. Why? Yeah, it's beautiful downtown Phoenix. The weather never changes. And plus, you love to tan. You should be right at home there.
Honestly, I go to a tanning salon because I can't even go outside to tan.
Why would you do that? You're paying for something that you could get for free, you crazy.
It's too hot. Nobody goes outside. Everyone goes to the tanning salon.
I now that you say it, that actually makes a lot more sense that you would go to the tanning salon because, dude, you go out there, you're just going to blister and peel. You're going to skip the golden tan part. You're just going to go right to, like, Freddy Krueger, I feel like.
Yeah, it's like, I can't even explain it. You go outside, and it's like burning. It's not even like, oh, this feels good. You're burning.
And it's like that year-round, too, isn't it?
No, it's starting to finally cool down to, like, maybe 100. Oh, that's a little better.
That's insane. That's not fit for human habitation, I don't believe.
But it is nice when you go outside and you do have blue skies every day.
I could see that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the best part.
We're getting rained on right now here in Reno, dude. And we're getting into our fall thunderstorms, so lucky us. Power's probably going to go out here any second now because that's what happens in this neighborhood. So
I know you guys are going to have to wear pants pretty soon.
I know. I'm not prepared for pants just yet. I've been shaving my legs. I look great. I don't have your level of tan, but I've been getting out a lot more, and now here we go, right back to pants weather. Bullshit, Monica.
Yeah, that's crappy.
Whatever, man. I don't even care. No, buddy, no Dusty tonight, inmates. Sorry, it's just me and Miss Monica. Dusty is playing fairy tale football, and Buddy is never allowed to leave his place of employment. So that's how that goes, man. Good luck on the fairy tale football, and sorry, buddy. Maybe 5 to 10 with good behavior, we can get you out of there. I don't know what you're doing, but we got a regular horror show to get into here, Monica. You ready for this?
Yep, I'm ready.
Me too. Let's kick it off with some horror news.
Horror news.
Yes, ma'am. Monica, you got anything for us?
Well, I thought you and Dusty were going to have this covered, so I was looking. The only thing that I just to now is the ninth anniversary of the Scum Dance Film Festival.
Scum Dance Film Festival.
Have you ever heard of it?
No, but I'm intrigued. I feel like I could do a nice scum dance.
I guess it's all the up and coming people making homemade movies, and it's the like most wildest, disturbing movies you can imagine.
All right. Where do you find these gems at?
This is going to be in San Francisco, of course,
of
the Lost Church.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right. Get ready for coming out of there with syphilis.
But I was like, man, this is pretty cool. I was kind of watching the trailers of the movies they're making, and I thought, these might end up on Amazon Prime.
I'm sure they will. Or Tubi. Everything's on fucking Tubi.
Yeah. But I've noticed Amazon's starting to play a lot of the B-horror movies.
Yeah. There's plenty of that to go around, so... I mean, it's just what we need. Another round of found footage bullshit, right?
But I think I'm going to make a list, and I'm going to try to keep an eye on some of these movies and check them out.
Okay, I'm down with that. You see anything worth watching, you let us know.
Yeah, I will.
All right. Is that all you got?
That's all I got. And watch, you're going to come up with every story I read.
I'm sure I am, you son of a bee. Are you ready for a Jesus Christ horror movie, Monica?
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where we're going with this. I kind of felt... Did you ever see Passion of the Christ?
Yes.
I kind of felt like that was a horror movie, right?
It was a little brutal.
It was basically torture porn in Aramaic. That's what I thought. We are getting whether we asked for it or not, Monica, we are getting a Jesus Christ horror movie. And who do you think is going to play the big guy?
Mel Gibson.
Nicolas Cage, baby.
Oh, my God.
I'm into it.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. It's going to be called The Carpenter's Son. So keep an eye out for that. It'll probably be at the Scumdog Film Festival.
I saw the title of that movie, and I was just like, oh, The Carpenter's Son? Okay. I was, thinking of a carpenter, so... Yeah.
Well, it's Jesus, so...
Okay.
There you have it. Bad news, Mortal Kombat 2 has been pushed back from October 2025 to May 2026. Now, this usually does not bode well for the quality of the movie, just saying.
Okay.
Maybe they're fine-tuning it, or maybe they're adding some more fatalities. I don't know, but whenever it gets pushed back, it's usually not good times.
Well, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it. What else we got here? Welcome to Derry. Are you excited for this?
No.
Why not? I'm pumped.
I didn't even care for the first remake.
I think we all agree that the half with the kids is always better than the half with the adults.
So what is this going to be?
This is going to be, it's a series coming to HBO Max in October, and it's going to detail some of the previous encounters that Pennywise had with the town of Derry.
Huh. Okay.
It's HBO Max, man. I don't think they've ever made a bad show, have they?
Well, I can't think of any.
No, they're usually pretty good. What else we got here? Have you seen The Home with Pete Davidson?
The Home.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It was just in theaters. I have no idea what it's about. It is a horror movie, and it is going to hit VOD and Blu-ray later this month, if anybody gives a shit.
Oh, since you brought that up, I just saw the best movie that's came out today.
Toxic Avenger.
No, Bambi the Reckoning.
Oh, really? That's the best movie, Monica?
Well, I'm really excited.
Dude, you've changed.
Watch it
and Monica, you've changed, man. I feel like I don't even know you anymore. Seriously, have you seen Bambi the Reckoning?
No, I'm going to watch it tonight or probably tomorrow.
Okay, I want a full report next week. And if you're going to tell me that that's a good movie, then I will watch it.
Well, from the trailers, for me, it's already a good time movie, so I'm looking very forward to it.
Okay. I don't know about this, man. I feel like you're steering me astray. That's all right. Well, anyway, The Home is going to hit VOD and Blu-ray later this month. It's Pete Davidson. Yeah, are you familiar with this guy?
Yeah, and I don't like him.
I don't understand how he's nailing every single hot chick that I've ever masturbated to. He's not that. What is
well,
it? What is it?
Say he's got a big one.
He fucking better, man, because I feel like there are people that I work with that are better looking than him, and they're not getting anywhere near Kate Beckinsale or Rosario Dawson. Piss me off, Monica.
Yeah, this one, I don't understand it.
Yeah. Lastly, images are up for Nia DaCosta's 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. Trailers are coming out probably by the time this episode makes it to air. Did you see 28 Years Later, Monica?
Yeah, and I read the story, but I was like, I don't get it. What am I missing?
I don't know. I gotta watch 28 Years Later, and then maybe this will make sense, because I guess this is like a parallel storyline that's going on or something.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. I'm speculating.
Okay, well, I watched 28 Years Later, so... Huh.
All right. Okay. Yeah, there's that. And that's all we got on the horror news, dude. You ready for some listener mail?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Listener mail.
Monica, we got some voicemails and some emails and all kinds of fun stuff going on here. Okay. Let's start things off with some emails. This one's coming all the way from Sydney, Australia. It's our main man, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Subject line, wow, Miss Monica returns. Hey, guys, and a special hello to Miss Monica. How are you guys? It was great hearing Monica again last week. Hope to hear her again this week. He put question marks at the end as if... Let me read that again. It was great hearing from Monica again last week. Hope to hear her again this week. I guess. I don't know. Terradome. Yeah, I'm going the infected for all the reasons Dusty said. I think Tim and Dusty are having some kind of a gay thing, dude. They just... either that or they're the same person, which is a very real possibility. A couple of movies I got to check out. I Know What You Did Last Summer from 2025. It's kinda so bad it's fun. Okay. Together, this year's Substance. Body horror fun that's worth a watch. Also, Alison Brie, Nude. Yes, please. That's all I have for now. Stay beautiful, Tim. Right on, Tim. Have you seen Together, Monica?
Yes, I have.
What'd you think of that?
Have you seen it?
Not yet. It looks good, though.
Oh, okay. I don't want to give it away.
Okay. But
I would give it about a 7.
So if from what I gathered from the trailers, it's about two people that are slowly melding into each other. Is that right?
Yes.
That's about the whole of it.
That's about that. The opening scene, you watch it and you're like, oh, it's going to be a good movie because it kind of has that Thing vibe.
Okay.
At the beginning, and then you're just kind of like, this is silly.
Okay. Did you watch The Substance from last year?
That one was with Demi Moore.
Yes.
Yeah, I liked that one.
Dude.
Here's where I thought I liked it, but
okay.
I don't think they knew how to end the movie because the end just got stupid.
I mean, that puddle of whatever sliming its way down the street, I feel like...
Basket case?
Maybe a little bit, yeah. A little bit of that. I don't know. Oh, gross. Right on. Thanks for writing in, Tim. We got another blast from the past coming at us here, Monica. All the way from Tokyo, Japan, it's Lonely Bob.
Wow.
Been a minute there, Lonely Bob. Hey, Padded Room crew. It's been a minute since I wrote in last. For Who's Your Daddy? My guess is you are Michael Myers of Halloween infamy. No.
What?
No, Bob. I don't know. I think you listened to the wrong episode or something. You're not even in the right neighborhood, really. I don't know. I don't know what you're going for there. September is starting a spooky season. September is starting and spooky season is coming up. Lonely Bob. Thanks for writing in, Lonely Bob.
Bob?
Yeah. What do you... Michael Myers? I didn't say anything. Oh, all right. Whatever. Well, you're wrong, Bob, so sorry. But I don't know, man. Maybe... I don't know. I thought I had to burn some calories, like trying to not give that away last week. You understand that? Like,
yeah,
I was purposefully... I don't know how much more vague I could be without saying the name of the dude or the people involved. I don't know. Anyway. Well, you're wrong, Bob. Sorry. All right, Monica, we got some voicemails coming at us.
Okay.
Let's kick things off with our main man in Alabama. Here comes Alan.
Padded room, what's up? Hope everybody's doing good. It was great to hear Miss Monica back.
I know, right?
Enjoyed that. Terror Dome, give me the animatronic.
That a boy.
Let's see. Mr. Darian, your pumpkin head.
Yes, I am. Thank you
What
very
did I
much.
watch? I started Street Trash, ended up falling asleep, woke up later, like, nah, I'm going to bed.
You gave up on Street Trash?
Now, it was supposed to be the one from the 80s, right? Because there's that remake. I have not...
There is in fact a remake. I'm aware of it.
Yet at all.
Yeah.
I watched Grotesque,
Okay.
Japanese flick. Let's see. What did I watch?
Other things?
I think that's it.
All
anyway,
right.
Hope everybody's doing good. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Beautiful. Thanks for calling in, Alan. Monica, have you seen the Street Trash remake yet or no?
I don't really think it's a remake. I think it might be like a part 2.
Oh, really? It's a sequel.
Well,
Revenge of the fucking hooch bottle.
yeah, it's not hooch this time though.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Yeah, it's more like chemical warfare.
Okay. So it's what, a vape pen that the homeless guys are passing around? Gross.
And it's if I can remember correctly, they're like a bluish color this time.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
What did you think? Was it any better or?
If I have to pick, I'm going with the first one.
You have to, right? I mean, the first one was just the right amount of silly to, like, with the bum rape and all the disgusting. And now if you try to do that today, you're just going to have to water it down because people are going to get offended and it's going to be stupid. All right, Alan. Thanks for calling in, my man. Let's get down to Southern California. Here comes Tom Hardy.
Hey-o, Padded Room. How's my favorite degenerates this week? Hope everyone is doing well. Hey, let me get on the what are you looking at department. Miss Monica is what I'm looking at.
She's back, baby.
Holy shit, Miss Monica has made her
Wait, you're looking at Miss Monica?
Hopefully it works out and
what are you
she's
doing?
back on like regular.
We're going to try.
I hope all
We're
is
trying
well, and, you consider maybe, dropping that restraining order. It's not necessary, just a misunderstanding.
Hey,
that's all
That's for
about.
your protection, not hers.
Fuck, man. On the educating department. Are you a pumpkin head? Is that
You
where
got
you're
it.
going with that?
You
shit?
did it.
I don't know. That's what it sounded like to me.
No, you got it, man.
Yeah. All right. On the Terror Dome, we have the infected versus the
Possessed
animatronic.
animatronics. Yes, sir.
Ah, fuck it, man. Put me down for the infected.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The animatronics, they don't really do shit for me.
I agree.
The Willy's Wonderland was fun.
They're good.
The other one,
They're robots, man.
Yeah, I can't remember the Five Nights at Freddy one.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know, man. Just what are the animatronics? I mean,
They're robots.
Little dolls that can just be ripped apart.
No,
by
well,
fucking Nicolas Cage barehanded.
he was hopped up on
Anyway,
energy drinks,
that's
though.
all I got. Hope all is well. Love you like family. Welcome back, Miss Monica.
Woo!
Bye now.
Love you too, Tom Hardy. Thanks for calling in, amigo. Monica, what did you think of Five Nights at Freddy's? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
What did
That's where he's the caretaker or whatever.
The Night Watchman.
Yes. Yeah, I kind of liked it.
Yeah? What did you like better, that one or Willy's Wonderland?
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
You haven't seen Willy's Wonderland? With Nicolas Cage, where he doesn't talk?
Oh, wait, yes. That's the other one like it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, boy.
I go Willy's Wonderland all day long. Five Nights at Freddy's. There's a point in Five Nights at Freddy's where all the animatronics are like helping the little girl build forts and stuff. All right, this isn't a horror movie anymore. It's some kind of a coming of age tale, man.
Yeah, I think the Nicolas Cage one is more brutal.
I agree. I like that one. It's one of my favorites.
So I would pick that one as my first choice.
I have to agree with Miss Monica on that.
Yeah. The second one is for children.
I think so. I saw the trailers for the sequel, though. There's another Five Nights at Freddy's coming out. This one looks much more horror-centric.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see what happens there, I guess.
It reminded me of, remember, like at Knott's Berry Farm, the Bear family?
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of.
Remember, you're probably old enough to remember. There was like a cheap Chuck E. Cheese knockoff here in town. I think it was called Showbiz or something like that. And it was basically like a Chuck E. Cheese just on the other side of town. That wasn't Chuck E. Cheese. It was a pizza place with the animatronic things and it had a little arcade. But those things, because this was like the Kirkland brand Chuck E. Cheese, those things were always fucked up, man. Like the leg would just come off of one in the middle of the show, and like other ones were like missing patches of hair and stuff. I'm like those things were kind of freaky. Yeah. All right, Monica, you got anything for Tom Hardy, Alan, Tim, or Lonely Bob?
No, thanks, guys. I'm glad to be back.
Absolutely. Everybody welcome Miss Monica back. We're hoping to make her a full-time employee. But we're waiting on that background check to go through, and then we'll go from there. No promises, Monica. Yeah, exactly right. Let's get into a movie there, Crazy.
Okay.
The crime rate in the United States rises 400%. 1991, the United States Police Force is formed. 1997, New York City is a walled maximum security prison. John Carpenter's Escape from New York. Kurt Russell. Lee Van Cleef, Ernest Borgnine, Donald Pleasance, Isaac Hayes, Susan Hubley, Harry Dean Stanton as Brain, and Adrienne Barbeau as Maggie. John Carpenter's Escape from New York. The ultimate adventure of escape and survival.
Oh, Miss Monica, it's Escape from New York, 1981.
Yeah.
7.1 stars on IMDb. This one is written and directed, of course, by John Carpenter. Stars Kurt Russell, Lee Van Cleef, and I went ahead and put Tom Atkins in there as one of the stars. But you really have an ensemble cast here. You got Donald Pleasance, Adrienne Barbeau, Harry Dean Stanton, Isaac Hayes as the Duke. Woo!
Yep.
He is not an actor. I hate to say it. He's not. He made great music, and he, God bless him for his voiceover work on South Park. But he's very stiff, you know. Like I want to see like him doing a comedy. Well, he's been in some comedies, I think. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. We are in the distant future here, Monica. The distant future of the year 1997. Yeah. I was just going into the Marine Corps about that time. But we get a preamble to all this. In 1988, the crime rate in the United States went up 400%. In 1991, the United States Police Force was formed, which is some kind of a domestic army from the looks of it. In 1995 was when the New York City Maximum Security Penitentiary was instituted, and basically Manhattan Island was walled off. The bridges were all mined, and so were the waterways, and gun towers were put up in Brooklyn, Bronx, Staten Island, and basically Liberty Island was being used as like a CENTCOM kind of a thing.
Yes.
Now, I'm not one to ask questions, especially from John Carpenter, but like, how are these guys getting food? Clean water? I mean, they're staying alive in there somehow, right? Is there like supply drops?
To ask those
I know. No, you're right. I don't know why I'm asking questions. I should just shut up. All right. Well, hey, that's what's going on, man. And we're gonna pick up here at CENTCOM, and this is Tom Atkins is very underutilized in this movie. He plays a guy named Remy, who is he is just I don't want to call him a warden, but he's like a security manager of some kind. He does a lot of talking into walkie-talkies and telling people to what's going on and where to go and stuff like that. So he's clearly in charge of this operation. We start off with an escape attempt, Monica. Couple of yahoos built themselves a fucking raft and thought they were going to paddle out. Where do you guys think you're going? It's all walled in. All you're going to do is hit the wall, and then what are you going to do? You're going to try to climb? No, they're going to shoot you. Well, okay, so anyway, they pick them up on radar. Now, again, these are two knuckleheads on a homemade raft. The best way to deal with these two? Apache attack helicopter, Monica. We got to make an example of these two fucktards. So we get out there. You guys got to turn around, go back. You can't be in the water. You have 10 seconds, and they're like, oh shit, okay, turn around, and then blow them the fuck up anyway. Ba-blow!
Yes.
Hey, we're not fucking around here in Manhattan. That was kind of fucked up, actually, because they actually turned around and were headed back, and then they got blown up anyway.
Seeing those body parts, I was just like, oh my god.
Oh yeah. Now it's going down. As that's happening, we're actually catching up with a prison transport. We've got a new prisoner arriving, and I guess what they do is they take you to Ellis Island or Liberty Island, the CENTCOM, where that's where you get like processed in or something like that. And we're going to meet our new prisoner here. It's the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Snake Plissken, everybody. Mm-hmm. Back before my son shaved all of his hair off, I wanted him to be Snake Plissken for Halloween so bad. And he even watched this movie, and he's like, oh, that guy's crazy, yeah. And then Halloween rolls around, and he's like, no, I want to be a big blow-up dinosaur thing. Meh. And now all of his hair is gone, and he can't do it. I wanted him to be either Snake Plissken or the Crow, at least once. Neither one of them. I know.
Would have been good.
I know, Monica. God damn it. Not that new Crow either. I wanted the old Crow.
Yeah, the old Crow.
The Brandon Lee Crow. All right. Yeah. Anyway, so they pull Snake aside, and they're getting him ready to go. And then Monica, we're going to cut to Air Force One, which has the president, played by Donald Pleasance. and it's entered illegal airspace over New York City. Problem is, when you're the president and you're on Air Force One, you don't tell everybody you're on Air Force One. You're on like this mystery plane, and then so everybody's freaking out. They think, oh, we got a rogue airplane in our airspace. Try to figure out who it is. They figure out it's the president, and then they're like, well, what's he doing over here? And this is where we finally get somebody on the radio. A bunch of protesters apparently have taken over Air Force One, and he has the most inept Secret Service guys on the plane with him because they're being stopped by a plywood door. You can't get through a plywood door to save the president? How did you get this job, man? I'm just, again, I don't mean to ask questions, but like, and even the scene where he's trying to get into the cockpit, he's like, puh, 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 it's a solid door. Puh, you have a gun. We can't shoot the lock, Mr. President. It's pressurized the cabin. Okay, all right.
Well, in 97, this door was tough.
Sure. This is a pressed vinyl plywood door, man. It's gonna take a lot more than that guy to get through. All right. Anyway, so apparently we were expecting this because the president has himself what appears to be an escape egg. He gets in. It's like a giant egg. And you get in there and you seal yourself in. He's got a briefcase attached to him. There's some important shit in the briefcase. It's handcuffed to him, Monica. That was always like one of my dreams as a kid, is to do something so fucking important that I had to have a briefcase handcuffed to me.
Okay.
I don't think you can even buy those. The handcuffed briefcase. Where do you find such an item? Do they even make those anymore?
I can Google it and look it up for you.
I'm sure there's some asshat on Etsy that makes them out of his garage or something. But really, if there's nothing in the briefcase, then what's the point of the fucking handcuff? So I need like, I don't know, $600,000 in unmarked bills inside the briefcase, and then you can handcuff it to me. But really, I just want to walk around with a briefcase handcuffed to me because then people think I'm important. Which I think is, a natural assumption when you see something like that.
And then they just want to cut your arm off for that.
Then I'm like a man of mystery all of a sudden. Where's he going? What's he got? What's he got in there? Ooh, very attractive to a young lady. All right. Anyway, he gets in the escape egg, and they drop him, and then they drop him into Manhattan, and then the plane crashes a little bit further down the road there. Oh shit. We now have a serious problem on our hands. So Remy hooks up with his boss, Houck, played by Lee Van Cleef. Mostly known for his work in westerns. He's got a very distinct face, that guy. Looks like he's got...
he was from the Clint Eastwood movies.
Yeah, he was in quite a few of them. I think he was in the Dirty Dozen. I don't know. I'm not a big Western guy, but I know that's like...
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
That's what I was going to say, but I wasn't sure. He's like, oh shit, the president's in there. We got a lot of fucking problems. So the first thing they do, which is the right thing, they load up 2 strike teams into Black Hawk helicopters and go flying in there to try to rescue the president. They touch down somewhere around... I don't know, look like Battery Park maybe, and they find the egg where the president was in, but it's empty, and they're like, well, where the fuck is he then? And out comes somebody. I always thought this was Steve Buscemi, but it's not. It's like Steve Buscemi's dad or something. It looks just like Steve Buscemi, but this dude...
I know who you're going to say.
He's got like a he looked like he just walked right out of an anime of some form. He's got the hair that goes straight up. He's lanky. He's definitely a dude, but he's very androgynous, like with the way he's dressed and the way he's moving. And here he comes, and he's like cackling as he walks down the street. And he's like, I have the president. And they're like, okay, where is he? And he's like, if you're not in the air in 5 minutes, he dies. If you touch me, he dies. If you send anybody else in, he dies. And then he pulls out a little handkerchief with the president's finger on it and the president's ring, whatever that is. He's like, see, I got him. And they're like, okay, we're ready to negotiate. And he's like, 30 seconds, get the fuck out of here. So all the 2 strike teams jump back in the helicopters and haul ass. Well, that went swimmingly, didn't it? All right, that's where we're at. So now we're like, all right, now we're going to get a little bit more of this backstory. We find out that the president was en route to a G2 summit, and he was going to do something with North Korea and China, I think, or Russia and China, and it all boiled down to a cassette tape, Monica. A fucking world peace was dependent on a cassette tape. If that fucker gets wet, you're done. If you put it in the like one of those like a bad player, you're done. You're gonna tell me the fate of the free world could be dependent on somebody putting a number 2 pencil in the spindle and turning it like a jackass? That's
yes.
Okay. Okay, then. You're right. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. So he's got to get this cassette tape to the G2 summit. And we never really figure out what the hell. At one point, he's like, you know anything about nuclear fusion? And it's like, no. So apparently whatever's on the cassette tape has something to do with nuclear fusion. And it's going to broker peace with North Korea and China and Russia. And everything's going to be cool. But we got to get that tape to the G2 summit, which happens in like 24 hours. Okay, well, now we're fucked, Monica. Now what are we going to do? We try to go in there with like a military force. They're just going to kill him. We already tried to negotiate with them. They're not interested. So now what? Well, good news. We've got Mr. Snake Plissken right here in Houck's office, and he's ready to sign a pardon for all of his crimes if he goes into New York, rescues the president, or at the very least, gets the contents of the briefcase and gets out of there. And he's like, well, I'm going in one way or another, so I might as well take a crack at this. So they suit him up. You would think they would give him, like, some kind of body armor of some kind. They sent him in there in a leather jacket, Monica.
I know.
Give him a helmet. If nothing, this whole thing where he's just going to pilot a glider in there, and you expect him to land it on the roof of the World Trade Center, dude. You're lucky. First off, you're lucky he even got that fucking thing off the ground. But now you expect him to take off from a dead fall, and you can't even give him a helmet. All right. It's okay. It's okay, though. We gave him Chinese throwing stars instead. Did you see those?
Yes, I did.
What is the plan for the how bad has your situation got where you may need Chinese throwing stars to fix it?
Well, you don't have to get too close to the enemy. You can just throw one of your stars at them.
That's what it is, man. We've got a silenced MAC-10 with a scope on it. Now, I'm no weaponsmith myself, but I can tell you for a fact that is a submachine gun. It's going to have a what we call a spray and pray submachine gun. If you're trying to hit something more than about 20 meters away with that thing, you're not. So just don't even try. But why are you putting a scope on it? All right, I'm going all gun geek on you now. It's fun. It looks fun, right? It looks like it's a big old thing that he carries around. And the size of that silencer looked like it came off of your mom's vacuum. It's like a good toilet paper roll or a good wrapping paper roll. That's how big the silencer is on this beast. So that's what we're sending him in there with. Good news, miraculously, he manages to land the glider on the roof of the World Trade Center. Oh, and before he left, they injected him with 2 micro explosives in his jugular veins. And apparently they're going to detonate in 24 hours, which sucks. But what sucks even more is they put him in there, and then they spend another hour and a half fucking around there on Liberty Island. So you're just wasting his time. Just get him in the air and get him over there. All right. So he's got exactly 24 hours. He's got a tracker that tracks the president's pulse, so he knows that the president is still alive. He's got a like an emergency signal wristband thing. It's cool. It's got like an eagle head on it, and you flip it up, and it's got a red button, and you push the red button, and then how can the military guys know where he is? But only for about 15 minutes, which really sucks. You'd think we could do something better with the battery life in 1997. All right, well, whatever. So there he is. He gets in there. He touches down. He finds the egg. It's not there. So he goes to the crash site, finds the wrecked airplane. It's all jacked off. It's like in two pieces. From there, he's like, all right, well, not here. So then he starts following the tracker. He tracks the president down to what appears to be some kind of a stage show, like a musical theater number of some kind. I don't know what these guys are doing, but they're all wearing dresses, and they're in a theater, and they're like singing and dancing. And hey, God bless them. They're having fun. Look like there's a bunch of people watch. All the extras in this movie look like homeless guys. And here we're going to meet Cabby, played by Ernest Borgnine. Cabby has one of the few remaining working vehicles in New York, and he recognizes Snake right off the bat. Apparently, Snake's a genuine badass, because everybody knows, hey, that's Snake Plissken. I thought he was dead. Yeah. Whoa, look out there, fellas. But Snake gets in there. He enjoys the musical theater there for a minute or two. Then he starts tracking again, and it takes him down into like the basement of this theater, where we find what for a second appears to be the president, but he's bent over a sink and somebody's pummeling him in the head. And he's like, hey, get out of there, fucker, that's the president. So Snake kicks that guy's ass, and we find out, of course, that's not the president. It's actually just George Buck Flower being his usual drunk, homeless self and getting punched in the head repeatedly, wearing the president's jacket and his weird life monitor thing. So that's a disappointment. We thought this was going to be easy. Boom, boom, ba-doom. So he gets on the radio and he's like, hey, Houck, some George Buck Flower took the president's life monitor, so I don't know where he is now. And Houck's like, you got 18 hours left, Pliskin. Find him. So Snake starts going around. He's trying to figure out where the president could be. I guess there's like a gang or just a band of lunatics that live in the subways, and they only come out at night. And
Thugs.
Yeah, I don't know what exactly these guys do except get up and just run down the street, and occasionally throw rocks at cars. These seem like the neighborhood kids, really. But that's what they do, and it kind of freaks Snake out. So he ducks into an old diner where some chick is there, and she's like, hey, you're going to get the president, and you're going to get him out of here. Will you take me with you? Will you take me with you, Snake? And she's probably like on the point of sucking his dick to get him to take her out of there with him. And then the floor collapses, and all these crazy guys come out. So that's pretty gnarly. Really, though, these guys, are they eating each other? I hate to keep coming back to this food thing, but like, what are we doing here? I don't know. Snake.
Do we know if maybe the other side of the wall like drops food down from a helicopter for these people?
I was thinking that, like maybe supply drops or something, but it would be nice if they just mentioned it, just for my own curiosity. You know what I mean? Hey, we got another supply drop coming next week. We're gonna put 3 pepperoni pizzas in there if you give us the president back. What do you think of that? I don't think they'd go for it, but whatever. So that's pretty gnarly. Yeah, we got this band of crazies. They're running around. eventually it occurs to Snake that he's got some friends here on the inside. And as he's making his escape from these crazies, Cabby pulls up as Snake is running down an alley. Snake jumps in the cab, and Cabby's like, "Oh, yeah, Snake Plissken in my cab. Look at me go. Yeah." And Snake's like, "Shut the hell up, man. Where's the president?" And then Cabby's like, "Oh, the Duke's got him, Snake. Everybody knows the Duke's got him. Now we're gonna find out who the big boy on the yard is here, Monica."
Okay.
It's the guy calls himself the Duke of New York, played by Isaac Hayes. Well, you can't just go and talk to the Duke. The best way to get to the Duke is to go through his right-hand man, I guess the brains of the Duke's operation. A guy literally calls himself Brain, played by Harry Dean Stanton. So Snake's like, "All right, take me to Brain." So Brain is holed up at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which I thought was kind of classy. Of course, it's a big shithole, and it looks like there's an oil derrick right in the... Did you see that when they go into the Met? There's like an oil derrick right in the middle. Where did that go? What are we doing? I guess we're saying that's how... Because there's some allusions made to Brain being the guy that somehow found a way to make gasoline for the Duke. So you're going to tell me Brain set up an oil... Okay, all right. I'm getting ahead of myself.
I didn't even think about that. I was just watching.
Well, I know, but in that scene, so Snake goes in there, and we find out that Snake and Brain are old friends, and there was like a double cross and some heist somewhere. But in that scene, as Harry Dean Stanton is yelling at Kurt Russell, just behind Kurt Russell is a fucking oil derrick going up and down, Monica. That's what... Oh, what is it doing inside of a bill? Okay, I don't know. I don't care. I don't care, man. I'm asking too many questions, I know. All right. So Snake's all pissed off at Brain, and Brain's like, hey, man, you're on the inside now. The Duke runs this place. And this is where we're going to meet Brain's girlfriend, Maggie, played by Adrienne Barbeau, wearing a very low-cut evening gown throughout the entire film. I enjoyed that a lot. I'd always forget how hot she was at one point. She had a banging body. I mean...
There was one point where the parole officer goes, "Oh, look it." He said, "Well, this lady is in every John Carpenter movie." And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, well, if that was your wife, you would put her in your movie.
Yeah, they were married for a little while. And it's kind of shitty because Carpenter was actually married to Deborah Hill when he met Adrienne Barbeau. And then, of course, he saw them assets of hers and was like, "Peace out, Deborah Hill. Thanks for starting my career. Now I'm going to go hop on top of her." It's kind of fucked up, man, but at the same time, I get it. She had a magnificent rack. Yeah, so they're like, "Okay, hey, we know where the president is, Snake. Here's the deal. You're gonna get us out of here, and we're going with you. So let's go get him, and then we'll get to the wall, and then we can get extracted, and we'll go with you." Okay, great. At this point, the president is being held in a train yard. So off we go. The Duke's got now. The Duke is kind of like looking for Brain because he knows that there's something's going on, and the Duke drives around in a what appears to be a Bentley, but he's put chandeliers on it, which I thought was very classy. I guess you don't really need headlights anymore, right? You just put some chandeliers on there.
Well, yeah, there's no police around to give you a ticket.
No, hell no. In fact, that's probably your police right there, is the Duke's chandeliers. So off they go. They get to the train track. They Brain and Maggie go and distract the guys watching the president while Snake sneaks in and he gets on the roof of the train and drops down, and then he takes a couple of dudes out. He gets shot in the leg with a crossbow. Shit! But then he kills a couple of guys, and then he grabs the president, and he's like, "All right, let's get out of here." So they take off, and then unfortunately, just as they're leaving, the Duke shows up with all of his guys, and he grabs everybody, including the president and Snake, and knocks everybody up. This is 1981, Monica. This is when you could incapacitate a guy with one karate chop to the neck. Hey-ya! Done. Out. Completely unconscious. You know how many times I tried to do that to my friends when I was a kid? Never fucking worked. Never ever. I feel like
I'm sure The Rock could karate chop someone one time.
Well, yeah, maybe in the temple or something, but not to the neck. It's always like the base of the neck is where the chop lands, and then the guy just drops, and that's exactly what happens to Snake. That sucks. So from here, we're going to cut to the next morning when Snake wakes up. We find out why they call him Snake, because he has a big tattoo of a snake on his stomach. And he is in some other theater, some like boxing gym, and now he's got to engage in gladiatorial combat, Monica.
Yes.
With a trash can lid and a baseball bat, and he's got to fight the Great Khali in like this weird blood sport thing. In the meantime, Brain is now trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Duke is basically using the president as target practice and making him say, "You're the Duke, A number one," and then he shoots, and then "You're the Duke, A number one." Everybody's having a great time with this. Eventually, Snake and the Great Khali are squaring off in the ring. Snake's getting his ass kicked pretty good for the first couple of minutes. And then from there, we cut back to Brain and Maggie trying to devise a way to get the president out of there. So they come up with this beautiful, like, suicide mission where Brain like, has enough clout to where he can get to the president, but getting him out is going to be a little bit harder. So he gets to the president. The president is now being watched by anime Steve Buscemi and a couple of other turds. They're fucking with him. They put a wig on him. Very cute. Very cute, fellas. We have nothing better to do with our time than to fuck with the president, putting wigs on him. They got him like handcuffed to a sink, and when Brain goes in there, he notices that Steve Buscemi is now wearing Cabby's hat. And right before that, the briefcase that was handcuffed to the president got blown open, and anime Steve Buscemi took the cassette tape and put it in his pocket. Okay. All right. I see what's going on here. Little subterfuge, little foreshadowing. I'm with you. But here comes Maggie and Brain, and they're like, "Hey, we got to see the president. Duke thinks there might be something sewn into his clothing." So Steve is like, I don't think you guys are supposed to be in here. And then blam, 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 they kill everybody in the room except for the president. And they're like, "Oh, shit, man. We got to get you out of here." In the meantime, while that's going on, Snake manages to actually kill the Great Khali by hitting him in the head with a baseball bat that has nails coming out of it. So after that, the entire crowd like immediately switches teams, and they all fall in love with Snake and start chanting Snake over and over again. Pretty cool. Pretty cool little situation there. All right, so that's what's up. What we also find out is that Brain has a diagram of the Brooklyn Bridge, which will get you to the Brooklyn Gate, but the diagram that he has shows where all the landmines are on the Brooklyn Bridge. So that's going to come into play here in a second. Maggie and Brain now have the president. Snake is getting out of there. This is when a couple of the goons show up and tell Duke that the president's gone, and they don't know where he is. So basically everybody in the entire arena goes hauling ass out to try to find the president, because Duke gave this big asinine speech about how they're going to drive right up the bridge, and they're going to see the president out there, and they're going to have to let everybody out. Genius, fellas. So they think that that's their ticket out, and now they got to go find him, otherwise nobody's leaving. Snake gets out, and he's like, "Oh, that fucking Brain and Maggie, I know exactly what they're doing." They have figured out that Snake put the glider on top of the World Trade Center. So they're up there as we speak, trying to get it all untethered and ready to fly. Snake's like, "Oh, shit, they're going to take my glider thing." So he goes up there, too. He gets there just as they're having some big firefight. Unfortunately, a couple of the local jackoffs somehow stumbled upon the glider, and they thought they were going to take off with it, but instead they just kind of push it over the side. So congratulations, assholes. Now nobody's getting out of here, and I hope you all die back when we actually had a World Trade Center, which we no longer have. But we did in 1997, so that's cool. All right, well, fuck. Now we're pretty well fucked because we have the president. We're stuck on the top of the World Trade Center. The Duke and his army of misfits is coming this way, and what the hell are we going to do? Well, what we got, though, is we got Brain's diagram of the Brooklyn Bridge with all the landmines marked. So, thinking quickly, we're going to haul ass downstairs. Cabby's going to meet us down there. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us are going to go across the Brooklyn Bridge, hopefully before the Duke catches us, and we will then all get extracted out of here and maybe open up a nice bakery somewhere in Seattle.
Exactly.
That sounds like a good plan.
Because they are hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, Adrienne Barbeau looked like she was well fed, but yeah, Harry Dean Stanton was wasting away. So that's what we do. And we got to kill a bunch of dudes on the way down, and we got to get in the elevator, and then we got to go down some stairs, and a bunch of other guys try to jump us, and we kill all those guys, and a lot of 80s action, spinning backhands and headbutts, and a lot of Kurt Russell's hair swooshing around as he runs. Fucking, he rinsed and he repeated with the conditioner. You know what I'm saying? He had a nice full body hair. We get down there, we get in the cab, we take off. Now the Duke's guys are chasing us in their chandeliered Bentleys or whatever they are. And we get like a pretty high speed chase sort of going across the Brooklyn Bridge. Unfortunately, Snake, or I think was Snake driving or was it Cabby?
No, Snake is driving right now.
Needs to fucking listen to directions because Brain is in the back saying, go right here, go left here, go right here. He gets all fucked up somehow and hits one of the landmines, and it blows the entire cab in half. Like perfectly in half. Fantastic. Fuck, now we're really screwed. We got to go on foot. And Cabby gets killed in the meantime. Off they go, hauling ass. I think...
Well, before that, before they get blown up, remember he plays the tape?
You're right.
The important tape.
The important tape, yeah. In Cabby's cassette player there.
Yes.
But if you're paying attention, there might be a little switcheroni going on there. That's pretty gnarly. Cab gets blown in half. From there, Cabby is dead. We go hauling ass. Then I think Brain stepped on a landmine and got himself blown up, which sends Maggie into a depressed spiral of, oh shit, here comes the Duke's guys anyway. And then she just decides, fuck him, I'm going to take him with me. So she just stands there and starts shooting at the Duke as he's driving down the bridge. Of course, she gets hit by the car and gets killed. Duke survives, though, so he starts running after him. About this time, all we're left with at this point is Snake and the President. They make it to the wall. The Duke is right behind him, and there's a little bit of a firefight. The extraction plan is to lower a rope down, and then you just kind of hoist the President up, which doesn't seem that safe, really. I'd hate for the guy to get killed now doing a stupid rope extraction thing, but whatever. He goes hauling ass up, and now they send it down for Snake, but then the Duke pops out and they get into a big fist fight, and they're going back and forth, and then Snake's getting his ass kicked a little bit. He gets pushed away, and then out of nowhere, a bunch of bullets come down and just riddle the Duke. And it's the President up there with an assault rifle, and he's just blasting away at the Duke. He just shoots the living piss out of him.
Yes.
Go get him, Mr. President. they finish. The president like lowers the thing down, and then Snake gets extracted, and they make it out of there, which is great. Snake gets his neck explosives deactivated, which is very good. And the president is like, "Well, whatever you want, man. Whatever you want. You just tell me. You name it. You've done your country a great service." And Snake's like, "Just a minute of your time, Mr. President. A lot of people died getting you out of here. How does that make you feel? You can have anything in the world, and that's what you're going with? You want to put a guilt trip on the president? All right, whatever you say, buddy." All right, well, that sucks. From there, we get the president like makeup and hair, and he gets a shave and a decent suit, and then he goes to a quick press conference, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna play this tape for you now, and this is gonna usher in some world peace." And he puts the tape in and hits play, and it's just old timey music, and then you see Snake walking away, pulling all of the tape out of the cassette that was gonna give us world peace. So, moral of the story: Snake Plissken is kind of an asshole, and we may be headed to World War IX, and it's his fault for destroying the key to world peace. What did you think of Escape from New York, Miss Monica?
I didn't think he was an asshole. I think if the president would have answered better at the end, I think he would have handed over the real tape.
Yeah,
but
that's a possibility. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I mean, when it came out, everybody was in love with this movie. Yeah. And I can see how new people watching this it's like, what, a cult classic movie now?
You could say that, yeah. I mean, it's very dated. The political posturing is a little odd and a little unclear, really, because I don't know. Carpenter was always one of these very socially minded writers and directors. Every scene had some anti-government sentiment to it, but like it's kind of like watching The Karate Kid now. You watch it when you're a kid and you're like, oh, Daniel LaRusso, yeah. No, you watch it now and you're like, Johnny was the good guy. Daniel was a fucking asshole. You know what I mean?
And the soundtrack was excellent.
Oh, yeah, dude, iconic.
Yeah. The music in this movie, I think the music helps a lot, too.
Yeah. It's just that John Carpenter syntho score always hits hard.
Yeah, I was reading that Kurt Russell said that this was his favorite character to play of all time.
Yeah, I could see that. He seems like he'd be a lot of fun.
He loved doing this movie. So, it's definitely, when it came out, it was definitely a fantastic movie.
Oh, yeah.
But now that I've watched it like 5 times.
Oh, yeah. I've seen it many times.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, boy, what were we thinking?
It just kind of made sense at that time, I guess. That's all you can say. Did you ever see Escape from L.A., Monica?
Yes, I have, but I don't quite remember it. I think I'm going to rewatch that one, too.
It is literally the exact same movie, just in L.A. Everything is exactly the same. The ending is the same. Everything is 100% the same. Escape from L.A. had Bruce Campbell in it, though, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and the cast in this movie, I mean, just looking at all the big stars in this movie,
oh, yeah.
I'm thinking, God, what would it cost someone now to make a movie with like 10 big giant actors?
More than John Carpenter has, I can tell you that. For real.
Yeah, and this movie, I was also reading, it only costs $6 million to make.
Yeah.
Wow, that seems a lot for this movie.
I mean, with all the like the set design and all that stuff, I assume a lot of it would go there. Oddly enough, not that special effect heavy, except for like the explosions and the car chase and stuff. But not a lot. I don't think there was really any gore, was there?
No.
Yeah.
No door.
Yeah. All right,
No.
kiddo. Let's take us a little break, and we'll come back with some other stuff, huh?
Okay.
Hey inmates, if you like what you hear, head over to the Padded Room Facebook group and support us through the Patreon link with a small monthly donation. Check out the T-Villain link at paddedroom.podbean.com and grab some t-shirts. Thanks for listening and enjoy the rest of the show.
And we are back, Miss Monica.
Hey, what do we got?
Oh, dude, it's Terradome time.
No tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in. I'll kill you all. I'll drive you crazy. I'll kill you all. My worst dream come true.
6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face with blackish eyes, the devil's eyes.
Welcome to the Terradome.
Let's start it off with last week's winners. In teams competition, we had the possessed animatronics versus the infected. Wave after wave of infected poured into the amusement center. Luckily, Jim and Erica made it out before they were spotted, but the lack of people didn't stop them from tearing the place apart, bolt by bolt and scrap by scrap, all the way down to the studs in the walls. With a vote of 7-2, the infected advanced over the possessed animatronics. I had high hopes for the possessed animatronics, dude. I thought they could at least get into the second round. Sometimes it's just the luck of the draw, man. That's just how it goes down. You get
sometimes.
Yeah, you get a tough opponent in the first round, you're out. Doesn't matter. Let's take a look at this week's matchup, shall we?
Okay.
As usual, inmates, bear with me. I'm not much of a writer. The ritual had been a success. The nether portal had opened, and now the denizens were here to do their new master's bidding. Not at all what Lawrence had envisioned. The small creatures were almost cute in their own demonic way. One of them could fly, one could swim, and one ate almost everything it came into contact with. The ghoulies, as he'd come to call them, would have their uses eventually, once he had full control of them. Then a meteoric impact just outside Lawrence's property line. At first he thought it was just the locals messing with him again. Small towns love outsiders. But then the townsfolk start turning up dead. One had several bite marks, another full of some kind of quill. Then the small black animals started to appear. Not Lawrence's demons, but something from beyond. Teams competition, we have the Critters versus the Ghoulies, Monica, in a Saturday morning cartoon showdown. What do you think of this?
Oh.
I'm taking the Critters.
I was going to say I'm going to go with the Critters.
The Ghoulies are fun, but other than like popping out of the toilet, they don't really do much, right?
Yeah, I was just kind of thinking they're nothing but kind of cute.
Yeah. In Ghoulies 3, they got replaced by dwarves. Because they
I don't think I saw part 3.
You don't need to. You don't even need to waste your time with that.
Yeah, the critters have big giant teeth.
Yeah, and they can make that big massive critter ball thing flatten your whole town, dude. I'm taking the Critters.
I'm going with the Critters.
I'm with you on this, Monica. Get us your votes by next week, inmates, if you can. The mental health hotline is area code 775-387-0275. Or just drop us an email, mail@paddedroompodcast.com. We will collect your votes and make fun of you, probably on next week's show. Especially if you miss a layup on the Who's Your Daddy? Bob. All right, while you're contemplating that matchup, let's take a minute to tell you what kind of movies we got to watch this week in a little segment called What Are You Looking At?
What are you looking at?
Monica, I only got one movie in this week. It's X-Ray from 1981. Have you seen this one?
X-Ray? I don't think so.
Also known as Hospital Massacre, starring former Playboy playmate Barbie Benton.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah, it's well, first off, it's from 1981, so these older movies are always like fascinating time capsules to me, because like the entire movie takes place in a hospital, and there's like doctors walking up and down the halls smoking cigarettes as they go. When was that ever a good idea? I don't know. But apparently you had to really be dedicated to smoking if you had to do it at work in a hospital while caring for sick people. But
I know, that's crazy.
1981, man, who knows? It basically so stupid. Basically, Barbie Benton rolls into town, and she just needs to stop by the hospital to get her test results. She tells her boyfriend to wait in the car. She's going to be in and out in 5 minutes. What happens from there is a psycho janitor basically fucks up her paperwork, and she gets railroaded into spending like 2 nights there just because she can't find the doctor that has her paperwork. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
It's silly. She goes, okay, go up to the 8th floor and find Dr. Logan, and she'll go through your paperwork with you. She goes up to the 8th floor. Where's Dr. Logan? She'll be right back. And then she stays there for 2 days waiting for this doctor to show up, literally overnight, as this psycho janitor is killing off people and fucking around with her paperwork. How did movie? I get it. It's 1981, man, and you do a lot of cocaine, I think, and you have Barbie Benton. She does get naked in the movie, so we don't have a lot of time to waste on things like writing or a plot. Just get her in there, rig up some kills, and get her naked. And we'll figure the rest out as we go, I guess. I have no idea, Monica. It's terrible. It's a terrible movie. It's streaming on Tubi, if I've piqued anybody's curiosity, which I'm going to tell you right now, skip this one. Unless you really want to see Barbie Benton naked, in which case, just do a Google image search, because there's no need to waste an hour and a half of your time on X-Ray.
Well, I might have you beat at the worst movie.
Okay. That sounds like a challenge, ma'am. So that's all I got. What do you got, kiddo?
I watched The Bat People from 1974.
Ooh, that sounds
Do you remember?
No, but it sounds like a stinky movie.
Oh my God! So the main character's name is Johnny.
Okay.
And him and his wife, they're newlyweds. Mm-hmm. And all throughout the movie, I should have counted how many times she said, "Johnny, Johnny, oh Johnny, please, Johnny, wow. This." I'm like, oh my God, if she says Johnny one more time, I'm going to lose my mind.
I get that.
Yeah, basically, he got bit by a bat, and he turns into a bat. Okay. He starts killing people here and there in the hospital, and the sheriff, I think, knows it's him, because he's just like, well, you were in the hospital at the same time. Where were you at? So, it was so bad.
Okay.
And then I just watched a new one on Prime called The Other.
Okay.
That was actually pretty good. A couple I don't know if they adopted her or they are fostering this little girl that doesn't speak. But I don't want to give it away because you might watch it, but it has to do with when there's twins and the other twin sucks the life out of the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's one of those kinds of stories.
Oh, okay. Very creepy. Right on.
And that's kind of all. Well, I did catch up, of course, with Dexter and the new Alien episode. That's all I watched.
I'm trying to get caught up on Twisted Metal. Have you seen that show at all?
I have not.
It's silly. It's a very. You're familiar with the video.
Like the video. Yeah, I have the video game.
There's not a whole lot of story. You know what I mean? I mean, the video game is just cars blowing each other up, and trying to put together some kind of a story around that. It's fun. It's more of a comedy than anything else. It's just ridiculous. Right on, man. Well, that's what we're looking at this week. I guess it's time for some immersion therapy, Monica.
Immersion therapy.
You know what I like about street trash, Monica?
Yes.
It is trauma at its most trauma-y. You know what I mean? It's like, so, I mean, I would say probably like mid to late 90s. Lloyd Kaufman just said, okay, people aren't watching these movies because they're new or original or, you know, they're action or anything. They're watching it because they have a lot of tits in it and a lot of silly things. So he leaned harder into the tits and the silly things, and we ended up with Poultrygeist. We ended up with Tromeo and Juliet. We ended up with Citizen Toxie. Toxic Avenger is running for mayor of Tromaville now. We ended up in some very dumb places. And unfortunately, what's the other one? Full Moon did the exact same thing.
Oh, yes.
I would say, actually, to a certain degree, Full Moon is even worse than Trauma. Well, I don't know. There's good and bad.
No,
on both
you're
sides.
right.
You think so?
Full Moon is worse, yes.
Evil Bong. Ginger Dead Man. Get the fuck out of here. How many goddamn Puppet Master sequels do we need? You have fucking... Those dolls are tired, man. Put them away. They don't want to kill anybody anymore.
That's probably their only good one anyway.
Oh, and they are wringing every possible dollar out of those damn dolls, dude. Anyway, but this street trash was back when Kaufman was like actually, you know, trying to make a movie that would have some kind, I don't want to say an impact, but would, you know, frighten, disturb, be a little bit of a gut punch. Watching it now, and even watching it then for that matter, it didn't really have the gut punch, but, I mean, the mob boss's wife getting gang raped by a bunch of homeless dudes.
Oh, yeah.
In that bizarro junkyard, like landfill fucking thing. Dude, seriously. Why, watching these homeless guys get melted by their own alcoholism?
Oh, how about the part where that one dude loses his penis and they're playing catch with it?
Yeah, exactly. You see, is it silly? Yes, but at the time, it was like meant to affect you. It's a movie that like somebody could walk up to me on the street and be like, "Hey, man, what was that movie where the guy gets his ding dong pulled off and then they're like playing keep away with it?" I'd be like, "Street Trash." Of course, everybody remembers that part in Street Trash, but since then, Trauma just kind of went almost like the way of the Hallmark Channel. You know what I mean? I mean, that really didn't make sense as the words were coming out of my mouth, but like when you watch a Hallmark movie, you're watching the same movie, just with different names and different faces, but it's the same fucking movie. Two people going to fall in love and then live happily ever after. Great. You watch a Trauma movie, it's going to be a bunch of tits, one explosion, and some toxic waste of some sort. And that's it. It's the same movie. That's kind of where
we're at. You say that, it makes sense.
I'm telling you, man. But I still love me some street trash. I have been reluctantly flirting with this remake/sequel situation. I feel like I'm just setting myself up for heartbreak with this, you know?
Well, you know what? You go ahead and watch it and then tell me what you think. You can tell me if you think it's a remake or
a sequel?
Part 2? Yeah, okay. I'm not sure.
Okay. I'll have to do some investigating. Right on. Monica, you love street trash, I assume?
Oh, of course I do.
I had you at bum rape, babe.
This one's just as bad as that stupid other quirky one, Blood Diner.
Yeah. That's a fucking wacky movie right there.
but I'm kind of bummed out because I wanted to know what Dusty thought of this movie since he's never seen it before.
No, we'll drag him in here next week, and he's going to give us his 2 cents whether he likes it or not. What do you got for us this week on immersion therapy, Monica?
We're going to watch Viking Wolf from 2022, and you can find that on Netflix.
Very cool. Check that shit out, inmates. We'll do the same and compare notes next week. But now it's time for a round of Who is Daddy?
Mm-hmm.
Who is Daddy?
First, my clues from last week. Come on, man. It's my son got ran over by a motorcycle, and now I'm pissed off. So I'm going to go see the old woman in Razorback Holler, and she's going to make the wrong things right. I'm Pumpkinhead, Bob. Come on. How did Michael Myers even enter into... Michael Myers never had a son? Get the... Oh, Bob, you're killing me. I think he just listened to the wrong episode.
Yeah, I feel like it had to be something wrong there.
Yeah, but Bob, you're better than that. Who might I be this week, you ask? Well, I am I'm a college student, actually, and a fairly attractive one. It's my freshman year at college. I'm dealing with some anxiety and some... I come from a very religious background, so I've been sheltered, and now I'm in this new situation, and dude, things are just getting weird around this college. I'm telling you, there's like people with these gnarly faces, and they're kind of freaking me out. And I woke up the other morning, and I had goddamn contorted myself into a bit of a pretzel, I think is the best way to put it. I don't even know how I did it, but now my back hurts real bad. It's just getting worse, man. I'm thinking I want to get the hell out of college and get the fuck out of here because, you know, I want to go home with my religious parents, but I kind of got to go through the college. Here comes the priest to come and help me, but then I kind of have to martyr myself to get this message out. So I really hope the priest doesn't end up going to jail because that's going to... Well, I kind of like the priest, and he's the only one that's really trying to help me. So hopefully I live through this. But I'm not feeling like I am, and hopefully the priest doesn't end up doing any hard time for trying to help me. It's a whole thing. Who might I be? Inmates, tune in next week, and I will drop some knowledge on you. In the meantime, I think that's about going to do it for us this week, Monica, unless you got anything else.
No, that'll do it.
Excellent. Join us next week, inmates, for The Fog here in Tom Atkins month. Yeah, buddy. Like, comment, subscribe wherever you found this show. That helps our visibility quite a bit. We do have a Patreon campaign running. Just take yourself on over to paddedroompodcast.com. You'll find all the links, all the pictures, all the previous shows, anything you need to know about any of us and what we've got going on and all that shit. You're going to love it. For Buddy in absentia, Dusty in absentia, Critters and the ghoulies that they fight, and who could possibly win that epic battle. College girls and the weird contortions they can do sometimes. Bum rape, Monica. Did I mention how good it is to have you back, that I can actually have a conversation with somebody about bum rape? Yes. Somebody with an education on bum rape that knows the finer points of bum rape and how...
Fantastic.
Absolutely. So glad to have you back, babe. And the Padded Room Podcast, I'm afraid visiting hours are over.
Bye.